Dear students, already we saw first kind, that is a proper noun. Proper noun we have seen. Proper noun is the name of a particular person, a thing, or place. So here, now we come to the second one, that is a common nouns. What is common noun? Common noun, a noun which does not point out to any particular person, place, or thing, but is common to all persons or things of the same class. Same class, remember, same class of the kind is called as a common noun. So, in the proper noun, what we had seen is it is pointing out to the particular person or a thing or the place. And we have studied that it should be first letters must start with the capital. But here in the common noun it does not point out to any particular person, place, or thing, but is common to all persons or things of the same class. Same class it should be. Is called as a common noun. Now, example you can see here. What is Ramesh, Ganesh, Ramu, and Aditya? Who are they? All are boys. So we can say boys. See, same class. They belong to the same class. Now here, Sunita, Anita, Geeta, Rupa. Who are they? Girls of the same class. See, these are common. Now, again, you see, what is this? Kaveri, Nile, Yamuna, Ganges. What are they? They are rivers. See, rivers. See, what happens in this common noun? It should be common. It should be, it is a common to all persons or the things of the same class or the kind. Is a common. So that's what we have studied, common noun. So remember, proper noun is pointing out to the particular person, thing, or the place. Common noun does not point out to the particular person or the thing. Okay, that is what we need to remember. Third kind is collective noun. Let's see what is collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a collection of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole. So remember the definition. A collective noun is the name of a collection of persons or things. Persons or things, what is that? Taken, remember, taken together and spoken of as one whole. Spoken of one whole. So this is what the collective noun means. So now example, you see the word bunch. We say bunch stands for a collection of keys. We say bunch of keys. When there are many keys, we call them as a bunch of keys. Or we also call a bunch of bananas. The particular word is used. When there are many bananas, you can't say many bananas. It is a bunch of bananas. When you get that whole bunch, it is called bunch of bananas. Okay. Now here you see the word class. You are already in the school class. There are boys, girls, everybody are there. What we call it as a class. Class stands for a collection of students. Collection of students. Students can be boys, girls. So that is so we call it as a class. Then the word team stands for the collection of players. Team. We say this is school team. That means our school football team. So that means it is a collection of players. Collection of players. So this is what we remember. Remember what we have to remember is that collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a collection of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole. So that's what we have seen in the collective noun. Fourth one is material nouns. What is material noun? A noun which stands for the matter. Material noun which is noun which stands for the matter. Which stands for the matter or substance of which things are made of. Which things are made of is called a material noun. Remember the definition is clearly says this. Material noun is a noun which stands for the matter. Matter you learn in physics and all. Matter or substance of which things are made of is called as a material noun. Example, you know, gold, silver, sugar, milk, salt, cotton, wood, etc. etc. Whatever it is made of. Okay, that is we call it as a material noun. Fifth one is abstract nouns. Fifth one is abstract nouns. What is abstract noun? An abstract noun is the name of some state. Remember, it is the name of some state, quality, feeling, or an idea that we can only think. We can only think or feel, but cannot touch or see. We cannot touch or see. Like other things we can touch or see, but here we cannot touch. Abstract means which is going beyond. So again, see, get it into your mind. An abstract noun is the name of some state or the quality, feeling, or an idea that we can only think or feel, but cannot touch or see. Example. Now, example, let's see. Here I have written heat, beauty, wisdom, truth, love, anger, depth, height. There are so many examples. There are so many examples which we can only think of or feel, but we cannot see or touch. Now, you might say, Father, what is this heat? We can see and touch. See here, we can feel only heat. Only we can feel, but we cannot touch or see. Remember, we cannot touch or see. What we are touching, we can touch is only the hot objects and not heat. We can touch only hot objects, not heat. So, in a similar way, love only we can think or feel. We cannot see or touch. We can't say this is love, that is love. No, we cannot touch or feel. So that is what is abstract now. Abstract now, again, see, it is some state or quality, feeling, or an idea that we can only think of or feel, but cannot touch or see.